Good evening, everybody. This is Chase Oliver here, bringing you another live stream to the channel. See what happens when I have free time. I don't have to go to work. Don't have to worry about anything else. I'm ahead on my homework. See what happens? I'm able to do a little bit more content on the channel. And I was watching some old wrestling. on the good old WWE Network. And I was saying to myself, what's going to happen with wrestling for the rest of 2020? Like, this is like a legit question I have, and I want you guys in the chat to like really let me know what you guys think might happen with wrestling in 2020 and stuff, because I really don't know what's going to happen with the rest of wrestling in 2020. Maybe I'm just overblowing it and stuff, but our president, he did announce that April 30th we're going to remain stay at home or social distancing and everything like that. Now I just wondered to myself, all right, already the month of April's gone. April 30th's gone. Are we going to get into May and is wrestling just going to go back to normal? Are we just going to have like a Monday Night Raw or an AEW wrestling event and it's just going to be the fans are going to be in the attendance in the building? Are we really just going to like change that just like randomly? Like, is that something that's going to be a thing? What's up, Degenerate, and what's up, Ace Man? Thank you for joining the stream. But you get what I'm saying? Like, how many of y'all just think this is kind of weird? Like, do you guys think about this like I do? Because like literally, I was watching some shows, and I wasn't watching just pay-per-views. I was watching some Raws and SmackDowns and stuff like that. And I was just saying to myself, man, dude, like, when am I going to see this again with the crowd and everything like that? That's what I'm wondering to myself. What will 2020 hold for professional wrestling? Like, are we ever going to get back to the norm? Is this like the point where everything kind of changes for professional wrestling? Will we see the first ever, like a lot of YouTubers have talked about the idea, have stressed the idea. Will we see the first ever off season? Like how so many of us, we like to talk about the off season of professional wrestling. Are we going to see that? Are we going to sit here and see the off season of professional wrestling because of this? Because that's what I wonder, man. What will wrestling be like in for the rest of the year? Because like I'm being dead honest here, man. Like other sports and stuff, they're going to recover from this. Like they're going to recover from this. Wrestling, I don't know if they're going to be able to recover from this, man. You already got like people with mixed reactions and mixed thoughts of the whole WrestleMania. People posting out, not so legit sources of what's been going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like, what's going to be the rest of the year for professional wrestling? Badass Personified Goldberg says, boring as it is now. Well, I'm not. So you think all of wrestling's boring? I think all of wrestling is decent, but not boring. Wrestling will not go back to the full-fledged normal in the States for the rest of 2020 at least. Japan has a better chance to go somewhat close to normal. Yeah, but how many people are going to like feed off Japan wrestling? Like, that's the thing. Like, New Japan, for as popular as people like to make it out to be, it's really not that popular. It has its niche. Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, I love New Japan, don't get me wrong, but it does have its niche product. It's not like New Japan is well loved and well beloved that like everything else, man. But yeah, when it comes down to it, man, like when it comes down to this whole professional wrestling thing and the whole COVID thing, I just wonder how much longer we're going to deal with like no crowd and stuff like that. Hey, you're not in the Mania mood? I think Brock, I said McIntyre wins by DQ. Like, why would you have McIntyre win in front of no one? Like, I get it. Like, it's like you want to crown him as champion, but do it when there's actually fans there. Like, the fans were actually getting behind Drew McIntyre. How are you going to do it where you just have no one? Like, pretty much like you have no one there. Like, that's kind of weak if you ask me, man. So when it comes down to it, man, just give it to Drew when he's actually there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just give it to Drew when people are actually watching professional wrestling. Like, don't give it to Drew when there's no one in the crowd. Like, that's just weak, man. Like, Brock walking out, I don't see the big deal, man. I don't see the big deal with it. What will happen with wrestling in 2020? But yeah, I'm asking that question. I sent that on Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, the Gaijin smart crowd. Yeah, like me. we just want. I like Okada. I think he's one of the best pure talents that I've seen personally and whatnot in wrestling in quite some time. It's just that like for me personally, I just wonder like, will wrestling go back to normal? Will we see wrestling with crowds? Like I just don't see it happening in May. Where like all of a sudden, just randomly in May, we get a show with 15,000 people. I think that's just way too soon because we're heading into April on Wednesday. Like Wednesday is April. That's like the first normal day in quite some time. And now you're going to sit here and tell me that like all of a sudden in April everything's going to be good, like everything's going to be like all right. Like yeah, dude, we freaking bought all the toilet paper and the eggs and the dairy products, and we shut down all these businesses and told people to stay at home. And by May, all of a sudden it's like yeah man, go sit with a bunch of other wrestling fans to go watch pro wrestling. Like I don't think so, man. Like I feel like July is like the next thing, man. Like July, I think July has to be the earliest. That's when I feel like I feel like businesses will start working back in May. But I think loud, big crowd events, I think July is going to be the first time we're going to see another big crowd event. Because there's no way. Because how can you like let's look at the timeline, right? And near the middle of March, this whole COVID thing just goes crazy. These past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, people have been over, like pretty much overbuying stuff and overstocking on stuff and worrying about if they have to be quarantined or if they're stuck inside their house. We're being told, hey, stay out of your house. How can you go all of a sudden, like we're in April? How do we go when all of a sudden in May, it's like, okay, guys, don't worry. We contained it enough. You guys can go out and do stuff. Like, no. Like, I feel like office jobs, if you're someone who works an office job, you'll be better. But I think July, that's the next time we see a big event, like with people actually in the building. Like March and April and May, I'm sorry, like they're just like April and May are just lost causes. Like, I just wonder what's professional wrestling going to do. Like this sucks for like Double or Nothing, like for the people who are planning to go to Double or Nothing. Because like really, to be honest here, man, like how is AEW justified to put on an event like Double or Nothing in late May? I don't care what deal they have. Doesn't the Cons have like a business relationship with the MGM or wherever they put it at? Just tell them, hey man, we got to push this back until July. Like I want to do any wrestling events until July, man. Like Dana White for the UFC, that guy's a psychopath. Like Dana White does not care who you are. He's going to make sure you got to make sure that, have gotten quarantined. Like people have to quarantine themselves. Like they've gotten quarantined. Like they've been told, oh, you got to quarantine. Because if you move from another state or something like that, you have to quarantine with yourself for 2 weeks. That's what the United States are doing. That's what I'm saying. We have gotten quarantined. You're going to try to tell someone, hey, yeah, go travel to this place, but you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden we've been quarantined. And now all of a sudden we're allowed to just go hang out with 15,000 other people to watch guys with no shirts wrestle. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, man, I think July, that's going to be the chance where we see something different about professional wrestling. I feel like that's the only way that we see this thing kind of going normal, man. Just kind of going normal. So I'm trying to download the Discord onto the Mac so that way maybe we can get some other voices in here besides myself. Plus I'm kind of bored, man. Like, what am I going to do, man? Like, I'm literally just sitting here at my house and stuff like that. We're not going to have like a big stream and stuff like that where like everyone's in there and stuff. All I do ask if I do the Discord and you guys do come in, please mute your mics when you're not talking and whatnot, and no eating too, because that just pisses me off, man. But it doesn't seem like it's working. It seems like I would have to go the ghetto route. I guess this Mac is a little bit too old for Discord. Can't you just log into Discord? I feel like you can just log into Discord, right? Discord.com. It has enough power to do that. Let's see. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to figure out what's going to go on with professional wrestling for the rest of the year, man. Like that's like my concern, man. Just because like I like watching wrestling, man. And it's like wrestling. No matter how much I kind of poon on it and like kind of like talk trash about it, one of those things. Yeah, no. So Degenerate Sharingan, if you go to another state, like wherever you're from, if you go to another state, you have to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. That is the law. So if you go into another state, you need to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. It doesn't matter if you're sick or whatever. They want to make sure that you're not going to be able to like get anyone else sick. So just know, if you go from another state to another place, you have to stay quarantined for 2 weeks. If you was in WWE, which brand would you be on? If I was in WWE, I would probably want to be on NXT. And the reason being is you get free travel. Your job is pretty much to do a bunch of TV tapings and just to work out. That sounds like an easy job to me, man. Like, why would I say no to that? You know what I'm saying? So, oh, Enzo Amore. Oh, Enzo Amore. All right, cool. All right, cool. Perfect. Sweet. All right. So yeah, I guess on the Mac, the Discord's not the thing. So if I ever want to do Discord streams, I have to do it on the PC. So good to know. Not on the PC, but on the laptop. So good to know. But yeah, NXT. Why would anyone else want to be like I'm just saying now? If you wrestle and you want to go anywhere else but NXT, you're kind of being a fool because NXT, man, at least you get paid cheap. You get paid cheaply, man. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Degenerate Sharingan. You have to quarantine yourself if you go to another state. The rules are you have to quarantine yourself within the building for 2 weeks and you can't go out. Now, no one can prove yet that you're from another state, but I'm pretty sure if an officer pulls you over and you have a different license or whatever, or a different ID from another state, they'll kind of know. So you can do it, but I'm just saying the rules are you're supposed to stay quarantined inside the house for 2 weeks. I think that's what probably happened to Rey Mysterio because, WWE travels a lot. He probably went to San Diego to check up on his family. Thought, oh, okay, now I can go back to Florida. And the governor of California is like, or some law was like, no, you can't go back to Florida because you literally came from this state. We don't know if you have the coronavirus. You've been traveling. You need to stay in your house. Probably happened with Dana Brooke. Probably happened with a bunch of other wrestlers where it's like they can't come because they're quarantined in. So yeah, that's the reason why. Like people who are saying they're quarantined, they're either doing it for themselves to make sure no one else gets sick, or they've actually traveled. Some other people are just trying to get in with the hashtags and trends because it's more popping. That's just how it goes. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, y'all can throw in the questions and stuff, man. I'm just chilling here rambling. I was just trying to. If you guys have thoughts about wrestling in 2020, you also give me your thoughts, man. Well, yeah, man, Ace Man, you can't. No hospital will let you in. Like that's just the bottom line, man. Like when I had the regular flu, the crazy thing about this was the weekend before everything got crazy, I actually got sick with the regular flu, and so I was like, oh my god, man. And so like I got lucky, like I was able to get tested for COVID and stuff like that. Like this was like early, like literally the weekend of like the third, like Wednesday night, I was at my retail job and I was feeling sick, dude. Like I was literally feeling like shit. And I was just like, Corona wasn't even coming in my mind. I was just like, dude, I just want to go home and sleep this off, man. So I went home, I slept it off, and I woke up and again, I had a fever. No. And so I checked the symptoms of Corona and I was like, dude, I think this is my allergies, man. Like I'm just normally always this sick. Like this is just natural for me, man. So I decided to get up, see if I could go to my office job. Normally, if I take a nice warm shower, it helps, but no, dude, it just wasn't helping. So I said, no, I'm going to tell them I'm sick and I'm going to go to the doctors. So I have health issues just in general. So my doctor, she hooked me up. She was able to take me in for an appointment. We did a couple testing, and dude, I tell people, man, like they put me in, like a gown. I had gloves. Like I was meant to be like I couldn't touch anyone, dude. And then like the people who were testing me were like literally like in hazmat suits, like not like hazmat suits, but they were protected, dude. They got my swabs, they did blood work, and then I had to do a stool test, which pissed me off, man, because I was like, dude, come on, man, because I have colon issues, so they were just like, oh, well, we need to see if your colon's messed up. I was like, and my colon's not messed up. I'm sick. Like I was upset too because I really wasn't feeling that good, and I just got the flu. So I was just like, I was thankful I just got the flu. But then afterwards, everything kind of shut down, and I was just like, damn, dude. So I haven't known anyone personally. Like my friend has known someone that has gotten corona, but I haven't known anyone personally that has gotten the coronavirus, if anyone asks. But yeah, no, like pretty much, Ace Man. If you call your doctor, say, "Hey, I want to check if I have corona," they're gonna be like, "What are your symptoms?" And you have to just tell them. And that's like a flaw in my personal opinion. Like, how come we're just like telling people, "Oh yeah, you can't come in to check on this, man." Like anything else, you can go in and check on this. Oh no, I get it because it spreads a little bit faster, but wouldn't that help prevent it if we kind of know like what's helping it spread? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a marketing professional, so I don't really know too much about it. Maybe a scientist can tell me, who's kind enough in the chat. But yeah, what are actual symptoms? Because right now I got a mild right side headache. Headache is not one of the symptoms. So the symptoms are pretty much if you feel any shortness of breath or pain in the chest, if you're coughing a lot, and if you have the flu. That those are pretty much the symptoms for COVID-19. Sometimes, the symptoms, and the thing is with the symptoms too, from what I've read from people on Twitter who've said they've had it. I don't know if they've had, but maybe they're just saying that. And reading articles is that you don't really feel the symptoms at first, and then it hits you like a wrecking ball. Like it will just come out of nowhere and stuff like that. So that's what I read. So take it for what I've seen. I actually searched it up, so that's what I read, man. So it comes out of nowhere. That's just how it is, man. So it is what it is. 8 p.m. curfew, dude. California. So our curfew. So California is a little bit different. So the cops, so the cops, they're being really smart about this because now they know we're the station and stuff like that. But pretty much, if you're seen driving in between the times of 10 p.m. to, believe it or not, because people in California do work at like 5 in the morning, from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., the cops will just automatically pull you over, and it's a fine and everything like that. So you don't want to be caught, like at least, but because like you can grab essentials, like unless you're driving to somewhere to get essentials, because the thing is, 7-Elevens here in California, they do serve essential stuff. Like they do have a bunch of waters and whatnot. Like 7-Elevens do serve essential goods. And so if you need water and it's like you need it at 10 p.m., you're allowed to go. But a lot of places, are closing earlier and stuff like that. 7-Eleven is like, I think one of the few places around, at least around mine. My 7-Eleven is still 24/7. Like it hasn't changed one bit. So for me personally, like if you get caught though from the times of 10 to 5 p.m., you busted. That's just the bottom line. So yeah, that's why what's it called? You need to what's it called? That's why you need to what's it called? Be careful with this, and don't challenge the law either. Don't be stupid. You don't need to flex on a cop. It does nothing for you. Let's see. While we wait for the NBA season resumes, if the MLB season starts, how do you see the 2020 NFL season playing out if, let's say, the virus gets contained by July? I feel like this will be the excuse to like have less preseason games. I feel like the weeks that they would have had preseason games, they would just continue mini camp and training camp. Training camp is really important, especially for rookies, because that's the only way they're ever going to learn the flipping playbook. And that's the only way to see if the rookie will learn the playbook. Anything else with the rookies and stuff, it's always kind of a hit or miss. But I see it that this is just an excuse to maybe and it's okay if the NFL has to start later. Super Bowl makes a shit ton of money, so the networks won't care if it has to go on in March. Like they'll be like, "Oh, Super Bowl in March? Yeah, that's fine." You're telling me we make more money off the NFL? Like the thing is with the NFL can be a little bit more flexible because they have a much longer offseason. It just sucks because you lose all those training camps. But then it's just like, hey, next season we will have a shorter offseason, so more football. NFL just prints money. So they and also their football teams, they own first rights to all the stadiums and stuff like that. And pretty much good luck trying to get a Sunday where it's NFL season that is going to have that stadium play. The problem is probably like a Thursday night game, or it could affect like Thursday night and Saturday night games and stuff like that. It'll most likely hurt the NCAA season. The NCAA season doesn't have that luxury like the NFL does to be able to kind of like push the boundaries a little bit. So the NFL, they can push it back. It's not like the NFL is going to be hurting at all. The NFL is fine. The NCAA, not so much. I don't feel like it's a Resident Evil movie because there's no zombies for me to kill, man. There's no zombies for me to be afraid about, man. It's just people getting sick. Now, if people start becoming zombies, then I'll feel like it's a Resident Evil movie. But right now, just like it was funny. What would your characters be? So I was talking to one of my coworkers, and we asked, "What would your characters be in the COVID-19 movie?" Like because she said she felt like she was in a movie, and she said her character's not doing shit. Like her character is just there. And I said, you know what? My character is like a background character, and I'm probably like the dick person that says it's just the flu. Like I just say something stupid like that. Like my character is the arrogant character and all this and stuff like that. But I'm definitely just a background character. So this was the COVID-19 movie. What would your characters be? Because I'm the background character to pour. No, chest sores don't count. It's like shortness of breath. So if you're shortness of breath and you can't breathe while you're coughing, that's COVID-19. Do you think people are overreacting Luke Harper being the leader of the Dark Order? Who cares? Luke Harper stinks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. He just stinks, dude. Brings nothing to the table. The whole Wyatt family stinks. I'm just gonna say it. They just stink. The Fiend stinks. Care Bear stinks. Garbage Man stinks. And now the Exalted One stinks. Like the Dark Order is supposed to be like this cult, and then they're doing goofy freaking TNA VKM parodies. No thanks, I'm good. If I want to watch VKM, I'll go watch TNA in 2007 or whatever. I don't need to watch the Dark Order. They suck. For if you like them, good for you. For me, you stinky poo, get away. They suck. I really don't care about Luke Harper as a leader. Like, I like honestly, I see his talent. He's pretty good in the ring. Not great. He's good. But like sometimes I just feel like there's certain guys that the IWC just overrates to Kingdom Come, like Ty Dillinger, and they don't do shit. And so Shawn Spears is not doing shit in AEW. He's pretty much doing what he did in WWE. And people are okay with that because that was his choice. He was able to make that freedom of choice. And it's like, okay, so he's just doing it in AEW. That's okay. But in WWE, it's not. Because Shawn Spears, man, that guy, he pretty much just showed that he is not a big-time player from what he's shown in AEW, man. We're not in Resident Evil territory yet. Nah. What's up, John 15? How you doing, my friend? Leonardo DiCaprio would make a perfect Leon in the new Resident Evil. I don't know, man. Leo? No, I don't think Leo DiCaprio would be a good Leon. Like, who would be a good Leon, man? It's been a while since I played those games, man. It has to be someone a little like I feel like Bale. Bale would be a better Leon than DiCaprio. Keep in mind, my actors are just like not always the best choice, but I feel like Christian Bale has a little bit more. He has a little bit more darker side to him. I've seen that darker side in the Batman movie, so I would choose him, man. I would definitely choose him over like anyone else that we would have, for sure. Man, dude, I swear to God, if I ever see a zombie in real life, I'm running. I don't care, man. Like, I don't. There's some dumb people out there and stuff like that. But I don't care what he looks like. I don't think he can act like Leon. Just because you look like someone doesn't mean you can act like them. It don't matter. But yeah, man, if I ever saw a zombie, man, dude, that's the thing, man. The problem with this generation, so many dumb kids, they'll try to TikTok the zombie, dude. Like the zombie will be chasing over them, and they'd be like, "Look at me run from the zombie," and they'll just like pretty much go ahead and do like a TikTok while they're running for their lives from a freaking zombie. I mean, that's serious, dude. It's like that's just how terrible this world is. Or like someone will be like, me trying to get the zombie. Like, dude, like our generation, man, just full of morons, dude. Like Tide Pods. There was this one challenge, the licking the ice cream challenge, where these people would go. And people would do this too, and this is disgusting as hell. Would go to grocery stores and lift up the caps and start licking the ice cream. Like, what are y'all doing, man? Like that's just ridiculous, man. That's just like honestly, it's ridiculous that people are even thinking about doing that. But yeah, it's just hilarious to me, man. People in this day and age, man, they just don't care. They're just savages at the end of the day. Just absolute savages. Yeah, that's why I feel like my generation, we're screwed, man. Too many of us are dumb, man. Like I couldn't find like a good alliance. Like I couldn't find like 5 other smart people to help me in this world because I'm afraid a lot of them would want to be stupid and want to do TikToks and shit like that. Oh yeah, let's do this. Like, what are you talking about? Let's do this. No, let's fucking run, moron. Nah, dude, I feel like TikTok has some staying power. Some of them are actually funny. If you can actually find good TikTokers, some of them are funny. Some people, I like personally, I'm just gonna say it now. I'm never gonna have a TikTok. It's nothing that I don't try to be counterculture or anything like that. I just don't see the need for like I just don't see why I would use it. Like I never use Snapchat ever. My friends never understood, and then Instagram kind of became Snapchat, and so none of my friends even use Snapchat anymore. Like I use Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. That's all I need. TikTok, I just don't know what I would do. Like I like literally, I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, let me just do a dancing video. Like no one wants to see my fat ass dance. Like for real. So like barely people want to see my fat ass talking about wrestling. Why would someone want to see my fat ass dance? You know what I'm saying? So no, TikTok that can slide. That can slide for me, man. I ain't over here sitting about this TikTok, man. This TikTok nonsense is no bueno to me. Everything else, man, that's fun. But yeah, I'll watch them, I'll laugh at them, but I just don't see the point in them, dude. I remember like I heard about TikTok way before TikTok became popular, man, because I follow a bunch of meme accounts on like Instagram, and they were promoting the shit out of TikTok. I was like, what the hell, dude? And then all of a sudden it just exploded out of nowhere, dude. But yeah, dude, I think TikTok has at least a 2-year staying power. I don't think it'll be forgotten, man, because Vine had a staying power, man. Like Vine was. Dude, Vine was hilarious, dude. I missed the Vine days, dude. Vine was just so great, dude, because you have to be original on Vine, man. Like Vine, what free movie stars you want by your side in a zombie apocalypse? I'm not, Ace Man, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to movie stars, I don't know shit. I just choose people I like, so I do apologize if this answer is really bad. Because I watch movies, but I'm not like, oh yeah, Adam Driver is like, I don't. That's not my interest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry if this answer's bad. So if I were to choose 3 movie stars, I would choose Margot Robbie because I feel like she's crazy enough and she knows how to handle zombies. So I'll be safe with her. Plus, wouldn't it be bad to have a good-looking woman by your side? Will Smith, he's been in a lot of apocalypse movies, so he has to know how to do this shit. Like, I feel like Will Smith every other year comes out with an apocalypse movie, so he must know what to do. And plus, Will Smith and Margot Robbie, they have chemistry. They like each other, been in a lot of movies with each other, so there's chemistry there. So Will Smith and Margot Robbie, like, I feel like they could feed off that chemistry, so I'm going to go with that. And then finally, Vin Diesel. Why Vin Diesel? I don't know. I feel like Vin Diesel, like, he will actually become Dominic Toretto if there's a zombie apocalypse. Like, he'll be like, we got a rod. And I'll be like, what the hell, Vin Diesel? What are you talking about, man? We can't just do that. Rod or da. And then he'll just go like, I would choose Vin Diesel just because I feel like Vin Diesel would literally turn into Dominic Toretto and would save me. So yeah, that'd be my team just because I feel like I'd be safe, dude. Like I literally be safe. Like I would be like, okay, Vin Diesel, Will Smith, and whatever Margot Robbie. I feel safe. Plus, it's not Margot Robbie. She does her own stunts, so I'd be pretty chilling, dude. Like I said, Will Smith has done many apocalypse movies, so I just see him be like, listen, I know what we're doing here. So yeah. Who in the wrestling world would you want with you in the zombie apocalypse? Oh, Bray Wyatt for sure. Bray Wyatt definitely has like, I wouldn't be surprised. We went down, like Bray Wyatt ever took you down to his closet. He has like freaking like zombie guns, like guns that you see in their Call of Duty zombies. He has that. So I'd choose Bray Wyatt for sure, just because I know he has it. Then I would go with like Otis, because Otis is kind of big. So it's like, I know Otis could probably handle his shit. And plus, if we need to bulldoze some zombies, I don't care if the zombies, how strong they are. Otis is a tank, man. They ain't going to take him down that easily. So Otis will be able to like take at least 2 or 3 zombies down and stuff like that. So like with his bare hands. So I'll go with Otis. Like that's a good thing. And plus, Bray's pretty strong too. So it'll be set. And like I said, he seems like he has zombie knowledge. So I'll be set. And then finally, Darby Allin. And the reason why Darby Allin is because I know this motherfucker. He wouldn't mind if we sacrificed him. Like I'll be like, oh God, there's no way. Darby Allin, like, Darby, what are you doing? It's okay. It's my duty. And I'll be like, what the fuck? And he'll cough and drop into a pile of zombies and be okay with it. So that would be my team. That's who I feel safe and protected with. Just because like I know they would have their shit. Because like, come on, man. I bet you Bray Wyatt has a ray gun. Like he has to have a ray gun. He's ready to like shoot zombies with the ray gun and stuff like that. Like Bray Wyatt, dude, he has to be the safest pick for a zombie. Everyone else, you can kind of pick or match, but I just feel like with Otis, he's so girthy. Like no way the zombies are gonna freaking infect him and kill him right away, dude. No way. And then Darby Allin, like I said, if we need a sacrifice, he will do it. Like I just feel like he would just randomly do it. Like he would just be like, I want to be like them. And he would just do it, dude. Like that guy shows no fear what he's doing in the ring. So I don't see like any like legit no fear. Like he's like Jeff Hardy. If Jeff Hardy was just like on super like with all the free reign in the world. Because people forget Jeff Hardy's always been kind of like with WWE and doing WWE style booking. So WWE would always kind of calm Jeff Hardy down, saying, hey, don't do all this crazy shit, Jeff. And now you have it where there's this guy who's kind of like Jeff Hardy and he's doing Jeff Hardy type stuff. Like it's pretty insane. So yeah, I would just say those would be my choices when it comes to Zombie Apocalypse Wrestling. Street Profits, that's cheating, man. That's two of them. Sasha Banks and Bayley. Well, dude, I don't think Sasha Banks and Bayley. I don't know, Ace Man. That's a poor team right there. Because Street Profits, at least there's entertainment there. Is Bayley like a zombie expert or Sasha? Like, because Sasha, man, she'll leave you high and dry, man. Like I can just see it now, Ace Man. You guys are gonna like Sasha's like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then she just leaves. Like that's it. Unless you're just looking to like, hey, man, I'm just trying to shoot my shot and hook up with her. Go for it. But other than that, man, I do not know why you would choose Sasha Banks or Bayley. Like if I were to choose a woman's wrestler, Ember Moon would be the one I would choose just because I feel like she studies zombie shit. Like, I feel like she would know what she's doing. Every other woman's wrestler, I'm trying to think who would be like a zombie expert. I don't know. There's none. Not to my knowledge. Maybe Asuka. Asuka probably knows something about zombies. I don't know. Is Walking Dead popular in Japan? I'm not sure. But yeah. No, both of your girlfriends. Dude, that's not going to help you for anything. Even if you were the last man still, like they still probably go out there Street Profits. Street Profits will steal them from you, man. You'll be the expert, man. That's nothing, dude. Street Profits will steal both of them for you. Stop it. So yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, you like for me, man, I ain't no zombie expert. Like I know what they are. I played some Call of Duty zombies and stuff, but I'm no expert, man. If zombies came into the thing, dude, like I'd be fucked. Like legit fucked, man. Like the zombies just come and kill me. Like I said, I'd run first. I'd save my dogs first, and then I'd run. Like I'd be like, doggies, you gotta go. No, my dogs would actually kill them too. I think my dogs would just go fucking crazy over the zombies. They'll be like, ah. Yeah, because my dog Yo-Yo, he don't fuck around, dude. He would mess anyone up, man. Oh, man, dude. I'm feeling really tired today, man. You guys can see the bags underneath my eyes, dude. Like, I took in like 3 or 4 naps today, man. I just woke up and I said, man, I want to crank out a live stream. And so that's what I'm doing, man. Giving you guys more content on the Chase Oliver channel. Would you have Vince with you? No, dude. Vince would leave me high and dry. Vince would be like, well, I'm going to go to my bunker. You guys protect me, damn it. And he would just leave me. I'll just be like, what the hell? Vince would be the worst person. Like, the only good thing about having Vince is that Vince doesn't sleep. So I could see Vince crafting. You know what Vince would do? He would profit off the zombies. He'd be like, what if I told you there's an idea where we kidnap these zombies and then we sell them to people that want to use these zombies? Like Vince would make me try to catch zombies. That's what Vince would do. Vince would find out a business how to capture these zombies for rich people and stuff like that, and sell it to rich people who are like sadistic. Because let's be real, if there's zombies in this world, people's mentalities are going to change, and there's going to be some sick people who want to pay to watch poor people try to fight zombies, like hobos and shit. They will say, "Oh, this is a great way to extinct people," and Vince would have it where you would have the zombie. Him and Dana White, dude. Like Dana White would have like the beast zombie. Like Dana White would make UFC fighters into zombies. Be like, I have zombie John Jones here. He's fucking amazing. He would fuck up any human that you face against. Like Vince would make me try to catch zombies so he could sell them to rich people so those zombies could kill poor people. That's what Vince would do, man. Vince would literally make me do that. It'd be ridiculous. Do shooting zombies in the head work? Apparently it does. I don't know, man. So some people say yes, some people say no. Some people say there's like there's like inner core and each zombie's different. Some zombies have their core in their head, some zombies have it in their heart or something. I don't know, man. I'm not a zombie expert, dude. I just play zombie games. But normally when I play, yeah, shooting him in the head works. But that's what Vince would do, man. Vince would try to make me freaking cash these things. He'd be like, oh, damn it. We need these zombies by next week. Vince, I don't know, man. One zombie tried to attack me and kill me. Damn it. Did I say I want your life story? It is the best to have a group or just fly solo in an apocalypse. Can you really trust anyone nowadays? I feel like you need at least like 2 or 3 people you can trust. Because like here's the thing. I feel like being solo just like hurts your morale a little bit more. Because keep in mind, man, like if you're solo in general, like lone wolf, some people they can pull it off. But even like the lone wolf, sometimes they just want 1 or 2 people they can feel confident in. And just being solo just kind of gets your mind into a darker place and just ultimately sometimes can bring your morale down. And not only that, man, let's say if you're in an area where you need to sleep, dude, are you really going to say, hey, I can't sleep. I have to keep going. Otherwise they're going to get me. No, man, you want to sleep a little bit, man. You got to sleep. So having a group is always kind of like the best way to go in the apocalypse, dude. Like, why would you want to just be solo? Like solo, that's like the worst, dude. It's such terrible morale too, man. It's always good to have teammates and stuff like that because when you're solo, like shit, you don't get shit done on your own. You know, like I know who I would take in an apocalypse. I'd be good, man. Oh yeah, once the zombies break out of their cages, and I'll be like, Vince, he's like, oh, sorry about that, buddy, and then he'll just leave me alone. I'll be like, the hell, man. Speaking of Vince, did you know the drama between him and CM Punk? Yeah, I heard about that. So I don't know what's going on. I guess Vince thinks CM Punk is immature, which I find hilarious because Vince is pretty immature too. But yeah, CM Punk and Vince are not on good speaking terms with one another. I'm curious to see what's going to go on with that. I'm interested to see the rest of the stories. So yeah, let me go grab my pre-workout real quick. This is my pre-workout that I do before I work out and everything. And so I am working out tonight because I'm fat and I decided I need to lose some weight. So I'm going to make my pre-workout. I'm not forgetting about any of y'all's questions, but I'm grabbing some stuff for the pre-workout. It's gonna look like a science experiment in a moment. Stay hydrated, people. Be drinking your water too, man. Like if you guys are gonna hoard this water, drink that dang water. But yeah, I haven't heard too much about Vince's like too much about the situation. I just know that Vince thinks CM Punk is immature. I didn't read like the whole article because like to be honest, man, like CM Punk ain't wrestling. I just don't care, man. Like I just want CM Punk to wrestle and stuff, but apparently he doesn't plan on having CM Punk wrestling and stuff. But I don't know, man. If you can get CM Punk to come back to WWE, I don't know how how you don't have him wrestle, man. Because like he's probably one of the most over things in the company, man. But like Punk, you know, he's been kind of burning bridges lately. He's been kind of burning bridges. Kind of like his new favorite thing to do is just piss people off. So we will have to wait and see. You guys see the smoke from the mixed drink or from the pre-workout? It's like a fucking smoke, dude. It's pretty sick. I remember I was making this in my office job, and I was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's my pre-workout." Because I would go to the gym right after my office job because that was like one of my only free times and stuff. So it was pretty nice too. But yeah, I don't know too much about the Punk drama. And then you got Shake It real good. Twerp. Hey man, I'm trying to get my muscles back. Here's my new improved squad. Steph McMahon. Oh, Stephanie's good, dude. You know what? I could see Stephanie being good too. Leo Rush. No, Leo Rush would be one of the worst people, dude. Leo Rush would be so terrible. He would leave you high and dry. He'd be like, "You're gonna ask me to do that? I ain't gonna do that." And you're gonna leave you high and dry. That's terrible pick. AOP, that's good pick. 2 big guys. Liv Morgan, I just feel like you want a hot chick on your team. That's fine. I'm looking to survive. But that's fine if you want a hot chick on your team. Didn't Vince left some guys in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, he did. He left the whole crew there. He made sure Brock got home, but he left the whole crew. He told the whole crew, screw you guys. I'm going home. He pulled an Eric Cartman. Yeah, he left his crew there, man. There's a channel I was wondering if you knew about. No, I don't know anything about TWRP. Like, here's the thing, guys. When it comes to YouTube, let me tell you what Chase Oliver watches on YouTube, okay? I watch pretty much like any video game streaming, like that I follow, mostly NBA 2K, WWE 2K, you know, not Fortnite or anything. I watch mostly just like NBA 2K, watching people's universe modes. That's it. Wrestling content, obviously, and stuff like that, top 10s and everything like that. Then I watch sneaker stuff. I don't know if you guys know what's behind me. You guys see the shoes. I like sneakers. All right. I'm not going to show my whole collection or anything, but I have a decent sized collection of sneakers, and I love sneakers. They're cool to me. They're fun to me. I don't know. Sneakers have always been kind of like an interesting thing to me. So I have sneakers behind me. So I watch sneaker stuff a lot. Then when I get in my moods and stuff like that, and especially because I do like collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards and I like Pokemon, I watch people who talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon just because I need to know what's going on. You know, I need to make sure I know what's the best team to use in Pokemon games, or, you know, what's the best Pokemon to use competitively and stuff. Like, I just like learning about that stuff, and same with Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff, man. By the way, my deck is back. DDDs are back, motherfuckers, and I'm so happy. Waiting for my cross sheep to come in the mail. I don't think it's going to come. Do you know a YouTuber HMK? He does Kingdom Hearts videos. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos. He's good. I like it. I like his channel, HMK. He's done a couple other reviews that I've seen too. Oh yeah, video game reviews and retrospectives. I'm a sucker for retrospectives. That's like my biggest weakness. Retrospectives, those are like my favorite channels, dude. I'll get lost in them, dude. So yeah, man, I like HMK though. He's done other ones. I think he's done like a Spiral review. He's a guy with the red hair, right? Like he has, when I've known him, he's that red mohawk hair. What was the worst Yu-Gi-Oh series you have ever watched? I always get I'm sorry if I mess up the name on this one, because I literally get, so after 5Ds, all the series kind of like I get their names mixed up. So like for me, the worst one is which is funny enough because this is the series that got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh, like actually playing it and stuff like that, and kind of watching it too, because I didn't watch Zexal, but I actually think Zexal's good. Like Zexal's actually pretty good if you watch some of the later episodes. It's not bad. Arc 5 is the worst one in my personal opinion. The duels are just kind of it's like it's an easy watch, but at the same time it's not a fun watch. Like it's an easy watch, but it's just not fun. Plot's a little bit all over the place for Arc 5 in my personal opinion. So yeah, Arc 5 is my least favorite. It's the worst one. Vrains is slow, but like Vrains is slow because there's a lot of stalling duels in Vrains. Like there's so many duels where so many guys would be like, oh yeah, and the main character, he has like a card to make sure his life points don't go down at all. But the duels are real, like when the duels are good in Vrains, the duels are really, really good. So Vrains is a pretty good sleeper one. But yeah, I think Arc 5, although it may be the prettiest, and it's the one that got back, because literally the whole DDD archetype got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh, playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, dude, these cards are sick. I've always been big into history and the fact that they're named after historical creatures. Bait is one of my favorite enemies too, so I love what they did with the DDD archetype, dude. And I literally got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play with DDDs. And I got in at the best time, dude, because like DDDs was good for like 2 weeks. Went to my locals, mopped them up. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm pretty damn good at this game for not playing it for so long. Like this one kid was like, oh yeah, dude, you're pretty adept, dude. Like, how long have you been playing? I was like, dude, I just literally picked this game back up again the other day. I literally watched a YouTube video how to play with DDDs, and that was pretty much it, man. And so yeah. I've seen, dude, Asian Eyes is like a legend in the Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Like, I've seen Asian Eyes like, dude. I remember when Asian Eyes when he was the biggest like Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber, like when he was the guy that like everyone wanted to be, man. So yeah, Asian Eyes is the man. But yeah, I know. And then afterwards, like the next week, I think I forgot the name of the set, but it's the one where Zodiacs were in it. And then DDDs were just dead after that. So like I would get wrecked by like Trident and Broad Bull combos, and I'd be like, how do I stop? Like I would be able to stop some people. So like I would be able to, like I would have like Crystal Wing on board, and it would be able to negate one thing, but then Trident would come. And like if I was able to negate their Whiptail, that was really good. But then they would always have like a Solemn Strike and mess me up, and yeah, it was hard, dude. And then afterwards, when like I didn't like the meta for that Yu-Gi-Oh! And then when Vrains came out, Coded the Duelist, went to my locals again, it was okay. I played with Gookies, funny enough. Like I played Gokis because like I like that strategy. So I was playing with Gokis at first, and it was good. Like I would beat some people because they would not read the text of Goki cards. I just thought they sucked and stuff. You know, it was actually funny too. So I was playing in locals with Gokis, and my friend he went to a YCS, and he was working with someone else, and he said, "Hey, you should, my friend Chase, he has this Goki deck. He's actually a really good Goki player. He could tell you some Goki cards and stuff like that you should use." And I helped this person make the deck. And then when the Nightmares came out, I said, "Oh, dude, Nightmares and Gokis are going to be good." And I tested it, and so I was like, "You know what? I'm going to go with Nightmares Gokis. No one's going to think about this." And sure enough, I was an idiot, and Nightmares were too expensive. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay freaking $40 for a trading card. Like that's just stupid. Like here's the thing: I'll pay like $80 for a box, but I'm not paying $40, man. I'm not paying 40 flipping bucks for goddamn stupid card. Like that's just stupid. It's just one card. Like I ain't paying $40 for one little card. Like that. Like if you want to do that, that's fine. But for me personally, especially when those cards sometimes bottom out, like this is the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is like different than Magic and Pokemon trading card games because Magic and Pokemon have like a rotation and a cycle. So some cards get out of the rotation and stuff like that. With Yu-Gi-Oh, they'll have these cards that are overpowered and stuff. And for me personally, I won't compete in tournaments unless there's a deck I like, and if it's a cheap deck. Like I'm literally budget. Like I'll literally be like the guy, give me 3 structure decks. I'll buy my Megatons. Like I'll only buy the most I spent on a single was $15. And that was for a Mekk-Knight Crusadia Avramax. So that was it. Other than that, man, I ain't paying. Like I get lucky on my pools. Like honestly, I just open up good, man, and I get lucky, dude. So I don't buy singles like that. I have no ill will towards someone, but for me personally, I ain't paying $50, man. Like good on you. You want to pay the $50 for that card? Me, no, hell no, dude. I'm straight. You know, I see some cards are like $100 freaking dollars now, man. Like Lightning Storm, like the hell, dude. $100? You're gonna pay $100 for that card just for like Konami to ban that later? Yeah, screw that, dog. Not worth my time, man. Let's see. Have you watched the newest Pokemon anime? I don't like it. I don't understand it. Like, they're not even in the Galar region. Like, they're going all over the place. Like, well, now they made it to the Galar region, I think. Off the top of my head. And it's okay. Go's not a good sidekick character. Like, I would like just an anime with Go as the main character. Yeah, I get it. It's Ash. We need Ash as the character. It's all about Ash Ketchum, the boy from Pallet Town, and everything. I get that. Yes, I am Venom. This is a Q&A portion. I was talking about Pokemon, so I don't know if that gave it away or not. But, you know, Ash, he's fine as a character, but really, to be honest, like, Go should be the main character. And Ash is like a really strong team. It makes no sense. Were you as mad as everyone else when Ash lost to Kalos League? Oh, yeah, I was pissed, dude. I don't watch Pokemon like that, like the subs and stuff like that, but when I heard that Ash was in the finals of the Cal League and he had Greninja taking on freaking Charizard, I was pretty much saying Ash is going to win this damn thing. And when Ash choked, I was so pissed. Like, I was upset. I could not believe. keep in mind, I woke up at 2 in the morning to watch this because I didn't want to get spoiled on it. I woke up at 2 in the morning to watch my boy Ash just get his ass kicked by Charizard. Like, freaking bum, dog. Like, then he wins some freaking charity case league, but it's all right. He's still a world champion, man. Salamangreats are cool. Salamangreats got hit hard, though, man. Like, no Mirage Stalio, man, that's bad, dog. Like, you can't even play Salamangreats anymore, man. Like I feel like they really wanted to make people play that stupid Link 4 they have, the Phoenix. I feel like they were like, oh, you need to play the stupid ass Phoenix. It doesn't do shit for the deck, man. I'm gonna play a Link 4 and Salamangreats. It gotta be Avermax, dude. Why would you play with the Phoenix, man? Yeah, well, the Alola League was gift wrapped, dude. Like Ash winning the Alola League was like the most gift wrapped thing ever. Like I was curious to see, like, when I saw they were kind of taking like the video, like the legit video game approach to Sun and Moon. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Ash actually has to do the trials and stuff. Oh, are we gonna get the first ever Elite Four? Like, I literally thought we were gonna get the first ever Elite Four in Sun and Moon. Like, I thought, well, okay, we're gonna see Ash actually do the Elite Four. No, instead he did a bunch of tournaments, and none of the tournaments were like there was no one in the tournament where I was like, they can beat Ash. Like, dude, I'm sorry, the Sun and Moon character, the Lily's older brother, that dude, he was trash, dude. No way I thought he was gonna win, dog. How? No way I thought Hal was gonna. Hal stinks. He's doo-doo. No way. No way is Hal gonna win that one. So I was like, man, Ash winning that was a joke in the Alola League, man. Like, that was just gift wrapped to him, man. It was literally gift wrapped. Like, it was just like, and then like he wins, and then it's just like, oh yeah, he's champion. Oh, he has to go face Kukui now in a random 6-on-6 battle. And I was like, what? Why? He already won the championship. What's the point? But yeah, no, Alola's like, yeah, no, like Ash should have won the champion. Like, Sinnoh League should have been like the one where he first got one, and because like the thing is why I say Sinnoh is because you could tell Pokemon they were looking for like a hard reboot. Like, they were going so hard on the reboot. Like, they want to make sure that when you got to Unova, it was like a whole new region. Like it was a legit whole new region and stuff like that. And instead, man, they were just like they couldn't, because people were still loving Ash. Ash was still popular. Pikachu was still one of the most popular Pokemon ever. Like, you can't just replace Pikachu with Tepig or Oshawott or freaking Snivy. Like, get the fuck on out of here. You had no one to replace Pikachu. That's like the main thing. Like, it doesn't matter, dude. People who don't watch Pokemon know who the fuck Pikachu is, man. Like, everyone knows who Pikachu is, dude. Like he's one of the top, like, Pikachu and Charizard and Mewtwo. Those are like the top 3 of Pokemon that everyone kind of knows, man. They just know it. They just know them. And so you're gonna try to tell the Pokemon company, so yeah, we want to have a Pokemon series with new characters. All right, cool. So where's Ash been involved? No, like, brand new reboot and everything, and we're gonna have this new region, and you're gonna have its own original Pokemon. Yeah. Where's Pikachu? Huh? Pikachu, you know, like, Pika. Oh, no. See, this region doesn't have Pikachu. No. What? What do you mean it doesn't have Pikachu? Well, it just doesn't have Pikachu. Like, Pikachu's done that. No. You put Pikachu in that region. Well, you can get him, but like later. Like, we really want people to get the Pikachu. Because, like, let's be real here. You look at Gen 5, none of those Pokemon have Pikachu's selling power. So yeah, man, like, there was no way. I got a Pikachu, dog. 5Ds is your favorite? Yeah, 5Ds is a good one. And what's your favorite thing about 5Ds? I like that they're on the motorcycles. Like, that's really my only thing about 5Ds. I like that they're on the motorcycles. Synchros, I guess, are kind of cool. It's just the duels are not interesting in 5Ds. Like, the duels are literally like 2 seconds. Like, literally, it'll just be like, all right, and then I summon my big monster. Like, there's no build up to them. Like back in the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh, they'd build that shit up like, oh man, hope he doesn't summon Slifer the Sky Dragon, and then Slifer would come out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck, Slifer? Wow. Like it felt epic when the big monster come out. 5Ds, they just made the big monster. They just made the big monsters come out of nowhere. What GX did good is they really helped with the fusion mechanic. Like, cause the thing is, at least when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, no one used fusions, dude. Like literally no one used fusions. Not even the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Used fusions, because Joey was using fusion cards as if they were normal monsters. Like, so I remember this is a legit story. So this was in elementary school. We had to play in a certain area because Yu-Gi-Oh cards were like banned and everything like that. Like we couldn't go to do anything else. Like we had to play Yu-Gi-Oh in this one area. So we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And this one kid actually like follows the legit rules. A lot of us played by the anime rules. And so he's like, and now I summon Flame Swordsman. And the other kid's like, you can't just do that. And he's like, what do you mean? And so he had to explain to him that Flame Swordsman goes to the extra deck and blah, 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 or the fusion monster zone, as it was called, the fusion zone. And you have to fuse these two cards to make it. And it was so weird because we're like, what the heck? Why is he just summoning it? So no one used fusions, dude. Like no one used fusions. And if you wanted polymerization, oh, good luck, dude. Like that shit was super rare, and Metal Raiders, dude. Like, oh, good luck with that, man. Like, unless you had Cyberstein, that's the only way you would run fusions, and good luck getting Cyberstein as well. So, like, the only card that like I used, because like I had like when I got a little bit better, I would use Relinquish and Thousand Eyes Restrict. Oh, I would be cheesing on the playground. I got my Relinquish and then Thousand Eyes Restrict. Good look, good game, GG. Like, it's like good luck, because I got the binder. And it had Relinquish and Thousand Eyes Restrict in it. Like it came with those two cards. And so I was like so happy, man. I always remember, dude, the one random ass memory I have with Yu-Gi-Oh! I opened up a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from like CVS or Rite Aid, and it had a Relinquish in it, dude. And that was like the one card my brother and I always want. We wanted a Relinquish, and we finally got it. Then they gave that shit away like it was nothing in the Pegasus deck, and it pissed me off. But yeah, those are fun times, man. Bleach is returning. Oh, that's interesting. No Lara. I only watched Bleach up until the Rescue Rukia arc. I didn't really watch too much of Bleach, but I like it. But I didn't watch too much of it. But yeah, GX definitely did a good job at making sure the fusions look good and stuff like that. Oh, cool. Marcus Smart has cleared the virus. But yeah, man, when it comes down to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, I like that they use fusions, because it made it where it's like, oh, cool, fusion monsters are actually useful. But back in the day, like I said, a lot of fusion monsters weren't useful. Like there's no point. Like, why would you like for example, Black Skull Dragon? So if you're playing someone, unless they had Blue Eyes in their deck, there's no reason to play Black Skull Dragon. And like you're gonna get rid of a Summon Skull for Black Skull? No, stupid. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character? Probably Kaiba, because he was Kaiba, dog. Like Kaiba was like such a badass to me. I don't know why, dude. When I was a kid, like I always loved the scene where he bought his father's company and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought that was the most badass scene ever, dude. He's like, and he was like a little kid that was from an orphanage, and somehow he bought like the company from his adopted father. I always loved that shit. I don't know why. That shit was badass to me, dude. Like I remember that shit really inspired me when I was a little kid. Like, believe it or not, I was like, dude, I can do anything, man. Seto Kaiba, when he's like 10, can find a way to steal shares from a company. Anything's possible in this world, dude. So yeah, dude, that was my favorite character, was Seto Kaiba, dude. Kaiba was a badass. Blue Eyes is my favorite card, so it doesn't hurt, man. Well, it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember my friend. He tried to what's it called? He tried to explain to me how Yugi becomes Yugi going Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like Super Saiyan and stuff. It's not fair. Do I watch like Simo and Simply Unlucky? Simo, yeah, he's the one. Like he introduces me to a lot of the that's the one I watched for the DVD video to learn about the combos and stuff like that. So Simo's pretty cool. I like his content and stuff. Simply Unlucky. I want to visit his card shop. It looks pretty sick. I'm glad that he finally opened it. I know that was a dream of his, but it's like an on and off type of thing. His videos are like his older content's much better because you can feel the raw energy that he had back in the day. Nowadays, it just feels like he's playing it up to the camera where he's still himself, but he's a little bit turned up too much where it's just like, it's not like the usual Simply Unlucky. I think the most underrated person that does YouTube videos is MST.TV. Those guys go fucking in depth, man. If you guys want people who break down shit like really, really well, those are the two guys to go to, man. They do a good job, man, when it comes down to you. And I like how they lay out their videos, dude, and stuff. A lot of them are and stuff. Card Fight Vanguard, yeah. Like I watched the OG series. So I watched the original series up to Link Joker. And then they had this weird arc where Aichi was possessed or something. I didn't watch Legion. I didn't watch that shit. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care for that one. So I moved on from that one after that. And then after Legion, I think it was G. I didn't like maybe few episodes of G and stuff. My brother loves Vanguard. Like we play the decks and everything like that. So like I know how to play Vanguard. Like my brother will smoke me in some matchups. Like honestly with Vanguard, the one thing I hate about that game, it's literally matchup based. Like if it's like literally like, oh, you're going against this archetype, yeah, you're screwed, dog. Like there's only a few archetypes that can actually like go through everything type of thing. And then sometimes too, older archetypes, like they just get like lost in the shuffle, man. Like they straight up will get lost in the shuffle. The older archetypes, like you could have something from like set one and you think like, oh, that set's gonna be good. Oh no, there's like next set, like they want you to replace the cards. They want you to replace the cards and have newer cards and stuff. And it kind of sucks, man, because some cards you just like using, but they just get replaced over time. The app, yeah, if it's like I don't know how committed I'll be to it, because here's the thing with me in apps. I'm a heavily addicted person. There's no denying it. Like I just get addicted really easily. When it comes to TV shows, when it comes to playing video games or anything. So, what's it called? So for me, man, when I'm playing, I go deep dive straight into it, and when I go deep dive straight into something, there's no stopping me. So yeah. Who is the best assassin? Ezio. That's not even a question, man. That's always the answer. You don't ask that question. You just have to say Ezio Auditore della France. That's it. You don't say anyone else, man. It's Ezio Auditore. Like Altair, he's not really an assassin. Rahul Katakin is not an assassin. He's just an adopted one. Edward was not an assassin. He was a pirate. So yeah. Well, Altair was an assassin. I'm sorry. I was thinking of what's his name? Who Bayek. Bayek. I was thinking of Bayek. Partly Shadow Paladins. I don't know what Shadow Paladins is doing nowadays. Last I played, they had like the Gust Blaster Dragon. He was pretty good. I haven't played my brother in a minute. Top 5 Beyblade fights, dude. They're all from G. I'm sorry to say it. Beyblade G had the best Beyblade fights. Number 5, I believe it was Max versus Kai. Number 4, Tyson versus that one dude on the bad guy team, the BBWA, whatever the fuck his name is. Not God, what was his name, dude? He was a guy before the weird guy that had Zeus. That's all I know. Sorry, my Beyblade knowledge is shit. It's been a long time since I've seen this show. Number 3, Daichi versus Kai. Number 2, Kai versus Ray. And then number 1, Tyson versus Kai. There you go. No, I did not like Metal Series. Metal Series was just too much for me. Like, here's the thing. I'm okay. I get it. It's an anime. We got to over-exaggerate how important things are. But when these Beyblades are stopping missiles, that's when I give up on the series. That's when I'm like, no, this is way too much for me, man. Can we keep it at least a little bit realistic, man? They can't stop guns and shit like that. Then like if a robber came into my house and I grabbed a Beyblade from my Beyblade collection, they're gonna fucking laugh at me and shoot me like I'm dead. So yeah, no, I did not like Metal Series. It was just like the Beyblades were like weapons. So I like those things could start nukes and shit, man. Like no way. I can't deal with that. So all right, finishing up my pre-workout. Once I finish that, we're done here. No, I've never played Persona. Never played. No interest in the game. It just like for me, RPGs. I don't like turn-based RPGs. Like I like them. There was a time and a place that I did like them, but man, I just get too impatient with shit, man. So like Pokemon's the only one I'll play just because it's Pokemon and I know what the heck the system is. But other turn-based RPGs, I don't want to read through a bunch of text. I don't want to have to learn it, man. Like they look cool. Like I'm not just saying Persona looks like a bad game. It looks cool. It's just not my style. So I don't play turn-based RPGs. It's just how it is. You know, like Final Fantasy and Pokemon are the only ones I'll play. But other than that, man, not really too much RPG like love in my household and stuff. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button too, man. Like I need some likes up in here. Like I told you guys, give likes to Chase, man. Like just hit that like button, show the love, show the support, so that way we can be able to make this channel bigger and better. So yeah, man. Best OG Yu-Gi-Oh villain, like what we consider OG. Pegasus to me is the best one, dude. Like you really want to see Pegasus die. Merrick, I don't know. Merrick had a weird storyline, dude. And then when he became Super Saiyan 2, that was dumb. Darts, trash. Anything from the other arc, I forgot who the villain was. That one, Bakura. It was okay, but I was like, you know, Bakura. Like the thing with Bakura, they try to force you that Bakura was so freaking powerful, but he was always the jobber. So I was just like, oh man. So yeah. Dragon Ball Evolution is the best Dragon Ball movie of all time. It was 100% faithful to that. Get the fuck on out of here. Chase, here's my final squad, and I put a lot of thought into this one. Steph McMahon, Triple H, Randy Orton, AOP, Liv Morgan, and Ruby Riott. That's a little bit better, but that's way too many people. Ace Man, you have to do 3 people. You added like 8. The hell? It's just 3 people. Yeah, you better apologize, man. Shoot. How dare you, man? I know it's going to be asked, what's the best Dragon Ball movie? For me, it's still Battle of Gods, with Broly being a close second. No, you can't change it to 8, dog. That's just cheating. Can't do that. All right, guys, I finished my pre-workout. It's time for my pre-workout stretches. So I'm going to do that and everything. When will I be back? Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Who knows? All I know is that Goku versus Frieza all day. I can watch all 6 hours of that. But anyways, thank you guys very much for tuning in and watching this video. I know it's stretching, but hopefully you guys had some fun. Remember, guys, just like maybe you're a former WWE champion, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. Yahoo! Who's next? You're next. Have a good one.